Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the UAB Blazers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, I caught up with the UAB head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Blazers will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to. And for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter, because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The Warhawks are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Burton. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got him, and nobody's close. Ripping through the defense. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Blazers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down, and now we get to go have some fun.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, UL Monroe! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. Makes it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That was the free safety, right? That looked like a skinny guy. Usually it's the big boys up front that are getting the sacks on the quarterback, but it's nice when you got guys of different speed that can chase these fast quarterbacks, catch them, and get them on the ground.
It's complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that.
Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage.
Touchdown, Warhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Number 27, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Burton. That's caught. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
To the air, it's Burton. Escapes the pressure to his right. A spectacular one-hand grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. And you see it, he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Working that left side now. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Moving out to the right. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. From the gun. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Burton. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Higgins. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. This is a designed run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
28, UAB 10.
He'll start the return inside his... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes. And
the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you... Defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run. Play the percentages. And then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up. But they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Pulls it on the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And the punishment has been extended.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpkins. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Snap to the back. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. At the 35, he's loose. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Picks up the first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw. It's Burton. Fires to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can...
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad
day. The give as they work on that clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Burton. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds the tight end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
There's a crease. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And he scores! Touchdown, UAB!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Inside 2 minutes to play. Defense still has a couple of timeouts, but 1 first down will probably salt this game away. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff from the gun. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down.